What a night tonight is going to be from Bud Walton Arena. Primetime at the Palace is here. Welcome in your Big Trail Nation update. I'm Evan Kamikow. Let's talk about tonight because it's going to be really exciting. It's fans at home's first opportunity truly to see both John Calipari and Kelsey Music's team in 2025 before the season really gets underway. And what's important is this is a free event, so everybody is welcome to come. And at the end of the day, for Coach Cal, this event tonight isn't about the players on the court. It's about the fans as they get to experience who will be representing this state this upcoming season.
I tell them all, it's not what you want to show, it's what they want to see.
It's going to be a really exciting night. We'll have much more from Bud Walton Arena coming up a little bit later in sports, but that is going to do it for this Big Trail Nation update. Your news at 6 starts right now.
Look, at the end of the day, it never comes down to one play. Let's be real. For people out there who are coming after Charles Davlon, should he have caught it? Sure. But you can look 2 plays before that. Should Vahiva Aloy have tried to turn the double play and end the game there? Absolutely. Should Arkansas's bats have gotten going earlier in this game? Also, yes. It comes down to a million things, but something funny in sports and in life is that history doesn't repeat. It rhymes. And tonight with that drop ball, it just rhymes to moments that give Razorback fans absolute heartbreak. And the worst part about it isn't that we get to sit here and watch the game. Isn't that we're up in the press box. It's seeing the players after the game and just how much it hurt. They wanted this game. This was one that they had in their grasp, like you already said, and just seeing the agony and the defeat on all of their faces walking back to the dugout. It's something that you never want to see, whether you're a fan, whether you're in the media, whether you're on the team. But at the end of the day, that's sports. That's why we love this. It's why we do what we do. And it's just heartbreak for these Razorbacks who wanted it so bad for Dave Van Horn, trying to get him his first title. And unfortunately, 2025, as great as the season was, won't end with a championship.
Competitive because he hates losing.
Confidence. There was never a moment too big, on or off the field.
He was always ready for the moment. He loved being in the moment.
The bright lights on any stage never phased number 15.
5 wideouts for Mallett. 4th and 9. Mallett throws to the end zone. Touchdown!
From the moment he showed up on the hill after transferring from Michigan, his former teammates knew exactly what they were getting.
Mallett's over there on the scout team just carving everybody up because he's still one of the most elite quarterbacks in college football. But you could even see then in the workouts, in the meeting room at practice, like one of the leaders on our team was a guy who wasn't even eligible to play. But that next year when he was full go, man, it was something special.
Him calling me the first day he decided he wanted to come back, and he's saying that he needed me and Jarius and Greg to be top receivers for him. And for your quarterback to go to bat, he hadn't even seen me play in person yet. For him to have that much confidence in me and believing in me at that point, I mean, it was just coming in and just trying to do the best I could.
Mallett finished in 7th in Heisman voting in 2010 before going to the NFL. The Texarkana native played pro ball for 10 years before finding his second calling as a coach at Whitehall.
He was a high school Bobby Petrino. So all the teachings and everything that Bobby instilled in him, he gave it right back to the kids. So it's funny to see it full circle. But Ryan was a great coach, and man, the thing, Ryan loved the kids. He loved being around the kids. He was almost like a big kid himself.
I would say it's a combination of the kids, a combination of having something that's yours that now you are responsible for moving in the right direction. I think that gives people purpose. And he's a competitor. And I think a lot of athletes who get out of the game, they always looking for something to compete in. And I think it's real special. Not only you're competing as a coach, but you can instill that passion into young kids who look up to you.
As for Mallett's legacy, that's cemented on and off the field.
If you ask Ryan, he was from Arkansas. Even though he played at Texarkana High, Texas, but if you ask him, he was born in Arkansas. He's from Arkansas. He took pride in Arkansas, just like all the Arkansas kids that came in that 08 year. So he fit in with exactly what we were trying to do as far as bringing the Arkansas kids and turn the program around. And nobody took more pride in doing that than Ryan Mallett.
Arkansas soccer moving up in the polls following an undefeated week with a draw against then number 10 South Carolina and a win over then number 13 Mississippi State. The Razorbacks check in at 6 in this week's rankings. Kobe Hale's team back on the road this Friday night in Athens, taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. Happy Wednesday night. Welcome into your Big Trail Nation report. I'm Evan Kamikow. Let's go from one form of football to the other. The Arkansas football team back from their bye week, and this week they've got a trip to Knoxville to take on the 12th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. Led by UCLA transfer quarterback Joey Aguilar, the Vols have the #1 scoring offense in the country, averaging 51 points with 33 touchdowns on the season. Aguilar has been carving defenses so far with a 164 QB rating per ESPN. Their running game, just as good. The Vols average 115.2 yards per game on the ground, led by Deshaun Bishop, who has 4 touchdowns on the young season. The Razorbacks know the challenge that lies ahead, but they're confident in the recent improvements they've been making on the defensive side of the ball in practice.
They got really good players on the perimeter. They have a really good quarterback, really good running back. They like to run the ball, and then here come the deep shots along with the tempo. You know, watching film, executing the calls that were given in practice, and just doing my job. If you just do your job, the plays that and make the plays that come to you, you know, we look up at the scoreboard, we'll be satisfied with the result.
Definitely a competitive guy. They have a great offense, but again, like I say all the time, it's just a matter of, you know, how we present ourselves towards them. Anybody can be beat, so we shall see.
The Hogs and Vols get underway this upcoming Saturday, October 11th. Kickoff slated for 3:15 p.m. on the SEC Network from Neyland Stadium. Hogs down by 6. Boogie Flan going to find Big Z for his first 3 of the night. We'll circle back to Z in just a little bit. Now it's a 2-point game. Aduthero driving to the paint, gets the floater to go, but this is not good for the Hogs. Trevin Brazil goes down to the ground. He would not return to the game. The Hogs' front court gets a bit thinner. 4 seconds now to halftime. Boogie Flan looking to make something happen with the final shot. He's sent to the line to shoot 2. Flan is going to hit the first one. He misses the second one, so the Hogs trail by 1 at the break. 3 minutes in the second half now. Hogs down 3. Wagner, Big Z, swish. Hogs tie the game. Few minutes later, Arkansas 5, floater, Flan, pure. Troy cuts within 3, but the Hogs don't look back, and that's thanks to this guy. Big Z doing it on defense this time. He had 5 blocks on the night, but it doesn't end there. Later in the possession for 3. He hits it. He finished with 6 tonight. Maybe it's the buzz cut. Maybe it's the headband. I don't know. Big Z's 19 points. What I do know is that it helped the Hogs get a gritty win over Troy, 65-49. All right, before we go, big congrats to John Daly Jr., who was recently named SEC Men's Golfer of the Week following his win at the Blessings Collegiate Invitational last week. A big congrats to little John. Guys, to put it in perspective, Arkansas as a team, the men won by 17 strokes, the women won by 36. An unreal week at the Blessings. Wow. Pretty cool to see what happens. And hey, should be a fun weekend in Knoxville. Hopefully we get an upset. Arkansas hasn't lost to Tennessee since 2007.